Because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, I'm going to go over this gold trade with you just to show you, because it happens to everyone. Okay, there's your ABCD. There it is right there. That's where I sold it. I had an order setting there. Okay, and then of course when it hit, the news came out, whatever that was, and that was okay because I thought I had been stopped out right there. Okay, took me right there to see that I hadn't been stopped out. Anyway, that's what happened. I ended up getting out right about there, just a little below 3,400. Yeah, well, I guess it is a little bit below 3,400. All right, but let's look on the good side of this, okay? And let's take a look at this on the daily, boys and girls, because this is where you want to sell it today. If it gets to 34.13, however, there's a big problem. We have a potential for something really bad to happen, and that could be a flight to quality. But I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to sell it at 34.13, put a stop at 34.23. Okay, we got another one that's a problem child. It's not much of a problem child. This is the bond market. Okay, now I said this morning on my video, I'll get this up here and put the, I think we want the daily chart. There it is. There's a number we've been waiting for, which is 115.12. You can see we're trading at 115.19 right now. So, folks, if you're in that, I would get out of it. The reasoning for that is the way the stock market is acting, it looks like this could be a flight to quality. And if it is, there's always these possibilities, and this would certainly bail the Fed out on trying to sell this stuff. You'll see we could easily be coming in here on Monday morning and looking at something about 120 or 117 without, this is 2 points right here. There's your 78% level right off the low here. I mean, that was a beauty. I'll show you that on the hourly, but there's your target, and you're almost above it now. So this is not a good trade. Okay, now let's move over and go to the hourly because I wanted to show you there. There was the 78% retracement of that. Let's clean this out. I wasn't in this, folks. I was, well, as you know, the short stock market has been good to me today, okay, because I had two of them different sales. Anyway, there was your 786. That's why you can't be short this, because of the possibility. You can do anything you want, but I don't think it's the right thing to do, okay? So let's get this out of the way. We're done with this one right here. Now we're going to take a look at the British pound. Hold on here. 1 second in here, folks. Get this out of the way. Alrighty, here's the British pound. Somewhere there's a British pound here. Let me get this out of the way here. Okay, here's the British pound. This was our trade that we liked the best. Okay, now the market went exactly to the exact tick, folks. There it was right there. It rallied a little over $1,000. Now what's been happening since that time, just going to bring it up here. Okay, there was the big run up. Okay, now let's get that hourly chart up, because that's the one I always use, because you see more days. But this was easy because, look, there was your 382, folks, right there. Look at it. You go stop the dead on. Well, I like 382. I mean, I think it's going to go here, right? So I said, well, I'm going to, get out of it. And then I said, what I'll do is I'll get out of it and I'll nibble at it at the 382 right here. And I did, and I'm gone. I lost another $150 on that, but I made $1,200 on the way up. So look how it's backing off. Folks, something big is getting ready to happen. I don't know what it is, but, well, I do know what it is. I think it is. I know what it is. But who knows? Okay, let's get out of the way here. And this is the NASDAQ here, jumping around just a little bit here. And move this around here. Give me 1 second here. Here was the crude oil, folks. If you remember, we were selling the crude oil in the 382 retracement today. It went to 26. The high was a little bit above that, but your stop was right here. That was worth too large, so that's been a pretty good one. And you can see we did make the ABCD and 1.618 target objective on this also. Okay, now let's move on and try to cover all of these that we're watching right now. Here's the problem child, folks, and there's several of them in the market. This is Microsoft. This is the second largest stock in the Dow, all right? Second largest stock in the Dow. This has been very bullish, right? I want you to watch the price action after this was made. I'm going to bring up the chart. Now, if we only close right there, in other words, as long as we don't close below, you don't want it to close lower than 518, because 518 will leave a gap here, and that's an island. I want you to see how much selling has been coming into Microsoft, folks. Look at that. There was the burp on the open right there, and that's all. Everything else is down, 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 down. So that's why I want to put this in, because if this closes right here, that means if it opens lower on Monday, that's going to leave an island reversal on the number 2 stock in the Dow. I don't know how much the Dow's down now, but can easily go a whole lot lower. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now let's get back here. I've got other things that I have to cover here. I'll answer a few questions on stocks here for just a second. So, okay, we go window and we go tile vertical, and I just want to make sure I cover all the things that I'm trying to bring to your attention here. This is the NASDAQ. Now, the NASDAQ has dropped, I don't know how much it's down because I haven't been able to check the situation on that. But anyway, that's what we're watching here so far this morning. Let's get this. We did the pound, and we did the E-mini S&P, we did the Dow. And that's pretty much, let's do the NASDAQ. Okay, here's the NASDAQ today. That's just the 8-minute. I just get the hourly chart up in here, folks. So, folks, there was the big ABCD to the upside. Okay, that's A, B equals C. Look how much we've given up, folks. We've given up 1,000 points. A little more than, 1,000 points in, hello, operator, 2 days. And we're still not done going down. You'll notice this on this one right here. We had a really nice ABCD here this morning. Okay, just blow it up. I don't trade this, but I watch it, and I use that to, trigger some things in the S&P, because everybody that trades this stuff has this in the background, because you're only dealing with about 20 stocks, and those are the crazy ones. So there's your AB leg. There was your CD leg right here, okay? And then the market rallied. There was your rally that we just had. So I was just looking at that because that's why I wanted to sell the S&P. So we had the nice little, either one of these you have to measure, but you got to do this one because this is hourly. So this took 5 hours to make that pattern. There's your first 382. Right there. Where does it go down to? Right to the 1.618. And what does it do? It goes back up. What's happening now is this market rallies, and it just, folks, something is really happening big time. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been saying this stuff is really bad. And the reason why is that there's ABCDs everywhere. I mean, you look at all the stuff, you look at the newsletter I sent out, folks. I put all these in there. Hong Kong, Japan, Germany, emerging markets, which is Philippines, Singapore, all these things, they're looking bad. That's all I can tell you. We'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter, a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, we're back, folks. This is the U.S. dollar index. You can see the ABCD that occurred today. It's perfect. AB, well, let's just draw it in to prove that it's perfect. There's your AB. There's your CD leg. Because of the gap, you got to extend this out by 1.27. And if you do that, you'll see that the one, oh, that is already extended out. Make sure it's doing right. Yeah, even though, well, there's the ABC extended. Let's see if it made the exact ABCD. Sorry, folks. I better hold on. Well, our stand is supposed to be our guess. See there, and then if you extend it, it goes right up to that level. So, and this is an ABCD. So what do you do? The opposite side of this is you look at the euro. This was the one to be in, folks, today, because the euro had the biggest move of any of them. I haven't looked at the yen yet, but I will in just a second. Okay, here's the put this hourly chart up here, and this is a $2,000 move, folks. I want to show you where it stopped, exactly at the 50% line of the high right here. Remember that the pound stopped exactly at 382. Okay, this one went to 50%. Now this is now at the time where if you want to buy this, this is where this is where you get your low risk buy. You got your right here, and you're setting at it just about right now, just within a few pips of where you want to be looking to buy it right there. Now the pound went back below that, so I, stand aside. I am basically, using a one-way shot here and see if some of these things are going to work where I think they're going to work, and then we'll find out if they are. I was supposed to have Stan Harley on today, folks, but he's getting a lot of phone calls, so I want to try to have him on Monday for sure. Okay, now let's move it. We've covered that. Now let's look at the Japanese yen. Now the Japanese yen has been very bullish. We had a big target up above here just a second, and we should have made it given what we're seeing here today. Get that up there. Hold on just a second. Get the daily up, and then we'll look at some of these things that have gotten something big. Oh my goodness, look what happened to it. Yeah, oh my gosh. Well, there was the move back, and then we came up and we went up to this level right here. Well, this is a big move, folks, from 150. Boy, that's a $4,000 move in the yen. Wow. Boy, I'll tell you, I just got to be, folks, don't be long stocks over the weekend if they close near let's put it this way. Don't be long stocks if they close today. That's probably the easiest way to look at it. Okay, now I've gotten several calls here because, we've had these 2 big down days, and I've been calling for something like this for a while and been wrong for 2 weeks. Market never went anywhere for 2 weeks, but some stocks did, like Nvidia, Microsoft, Caterpillar, all the others. Now they're turning over. And the problem is when you're looking at something like this in the NASDAQ, okay, let's get the daily chart up here. Okay, there's where you are. Let's just see if there's a gap down. I don't think so. No, it can't be. Yeah, look at these 2 days right here. These are the 2 worst days that we've had. Look at, even with this, you didn't have this kind of move, okay? But this, believe me, folks, we could do this. This was 1 month, February to April. We could come all the way down here without any trouble at all. Everybody's bullish on Wall Street. Well, not everybody, but most of them. And they're using heavy margin. I mean, that's telling you that, whoops, that's not probably the right way to be. But anyway, that's what I'm watching here today. And then this has been the leader of the pack. And then on the long-term weekly, it did not violate. Well, it went a little above. Well, I didn't even draw that in. Sorry about that. Hasn't updated yet. Let me double check that right now because I have to see what this exact number is. This is let me write this out, this thing. There we are. Ensign built this product for me so it would give me the exact within 100th decimal place. And, okay. You see that the one on this rally right here, the AB leg was 1.41. On this leg, it was 1.27. I'm measuring what you're seeing here. That 1.618 is this level right here. Just get this out of the way so you can see it. See that's that level right there. And that's not valid anymore because of that higher high. But this is still valid. That's exactly what it was supposed to do. And here's where we are. This is the first week down. What if this is what we're looking at? And we certainly could do that. And also we could not do that, but we'll find out what it's going to be doing here today. Looking at this intraday, of course, it's got hit pretty hard, and it's just bouncing around now towards these lows. Okay, let's get out of the way here, and I want to talk about something that we've been sort of looking at, but frankly has not given us very much luck. And that, well, we're out of it for a while now, but that is the grain markets. Let's just talk about that for a second. Hold on just a minute. What happened to my signals? Oh, no. Okay, here's where we go. Okay, go. Let me get a couple stocks done here because hold on just a second. Let me get the Apple. That's one of the ones because it had a very good news yesterday with something that was going on with Apple. Let's see how the news handled it. Well, there's good news, bad action again. Now look at this. It opened higher. And now we're going lower. These stocks, they're just looking a little nasty. That's pretty much the bottom line here as we're watching this. Okay, now let's take a look at Tesla, all right? Oh, you know what else I wanted to do today because I think it's important. I show most of these ABCD patterns in the newsletter every week, but not everybody gets the newsletter, so I've got to share it here. So I wanted to get the Tesla and a couple other stocks, Nvidia, of course, is to see that all of these are in places where the profit retracement on these could be huge. Oh, excuse me, folks. I'm sorry, the allergy fell right into this. So sorry about that, Al. Al's probably screaming at me now, but sorry. Let's get this up here. Okay, here's where we are. Oh, wow, this got hit really hard. Folks, when you start looking at this stuff, something's not right. I mean, it's not just what's happened to the fact that Microsoft, Nvidia, and Meta and stuff have had reversals. All of the stocks are. You see, that means that something big is happening, and that means it's a pretty big deal. So anyway, I think it's a pretty big deal. Whether it is or not, we have to remain to be seen. Okay. All right, let's take a look at a couple others. We're going to look at Nvidia. And this is what I'm going to do in this week's newsletter. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next year because it's really important where we are in the market right now. Okay, Nvidia starts with an N, and that is right here. Now we'll put the daily up, see where it's at. But it's not even given hardly much at all back now. There's where we are. Remember, this is the weekly. Remember, we were looking at this weekly pattern. Okay, and it measured. See, it went higher. I thought it was going to stop right here. It stayed here for 2 weeks, NVIDIA. And then on that fateful Wednesday, look what happened. It opened here, and then you saw what happened on Thursday and Friday. So I have to redo this because you have a higher high. So I'm just going to get these out of the way, just like I would. So when I'm watching for tomorrow morning, I'll be looking at this big 3-drive pattern because we have this new high. I want to see if the ratios match what we're supposed to be seeing, okay? And there's your 1.414. It's beyond the 1.618 of that move, but there's your 1.414. There's no ABCD, so you can see how much you could give back. But this was actually holding up better than most stocks, folks. We're going to take a little break.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstad releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, in the Dow Jones, there's 30 stocks. 20 of them are triple digits, 100 or higher, and then 10 are not. And some of the ones that are not are like Walmart, Intel, some really big stuff. But this is what we have. This is McDonald's lower highs. That's a 135 pattern. It's actually up on the day, one of the few Dow stocks it has. Okay, that's the first one we're going to look at. Here's one that's been getting massacred all year long. This is Home Depot, sells for $371, and as you can see, it is even up on the day. So there are some Dow stocks that are up, even though a lot of them aren't. Okay, the next one we're going to look at here is Visa, and this should never stop going down or going up because they're charging. You can see here, lower tops in here gapping down big. 339, pretty big move. Now let's take a look at the big ones on here. Which the first one, of course, is going to look at is Goldman Sachs. And remember, I did all these ABCD patterns of stuff I've seen around the world. And as we're taking a look at this right now, when you look at this weekly chart, that's all we did here. We've been here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, folks. That's why they were telling us the market was going crazy to the upside. It was not. There were a few stocks in the market that were going crazy, but not the stock market. So that's the 3 drive. This is the big one, you know. Drive 1, drive 2, drive 3, the ratios are perfect. Okay, the next most important one is Softy, and get it up. This is a 600, well, it was a 585 number just the other day, or 565, and you can see where we are now. This is still up on the week, folks. Still up on the week, which means there's not going to be too many people scared unless they look at the daily chart and realize if they closes right here, that means there's going to be an island. The reason why, folks, is look, all that's happening for 2 days is, where's the buying? This was the opening burst, okay? All this, you can hardly see any little green things, but the thing's still going lower, all right? Okay, the next one we're going to look at here is Travelers Insurance. Get this out of the way here. Wow, they're beating up out. Look at what they're doing. We'll do Apple next, but boy, this is not good. Okay, here's where we are. We're Travelers. Let me reset the defaults on this, and then we'll see. It's also in a downtrend, you know, so it's down on the day a little bit. Okay, these are just the triple digit ones. So here's Apple. Boy, look at this, folks. Bullish news, and we're down $15 from the high. Now, if that's good, someone please explain it to me because it doesn't look too good to me. Here's American Express. Look at this gap down again. So this is really not looking very good also. And of course, here's Amgen. This is also in the Dow Jones. And as we look at that, you'll see there's where we are on the downside right there. There's a beautiful Gartley there. There's your AB. Let's just draw that in so the folks can see it. There's your XABCD. And it's sitting right there at 707. All right. United Healthcare, folks. This used to be the big daddy rabbit. It sold for $600. It was ahead of Goldman Sachs. And as you know here, there it was, 600. Goldman Sachs was only about 580 at that time. Then the bad news hit. They took 40% out of it, and it's been going down every day. Look at this. Other than 1 or 2 little days, this other little bump here. This is not good, folks. And this is one of the key stuff. What they'll do is they'll throw it out and put in something like, who knows. Okay, now here is Caterpillar. It's also been one of the best. It's the third best of all the high-price stocks. Even it gapped down today. So I got to do that. Just a minute. I got to turn it off. I can't turn this off right now. Oh, shucks. Just a minute. Hold on. I got to answer the phone, I guess. All right. There's where that is. Okay. And then you can see this is CrowdStrike, I believe. No, what is it called? Salesforce. Look at Salesforce. Used to be a $370 number. Now it's a $250 number. Okay. Look at the International Business Machine. You see anything bullish on some of these folks? I mean, this is where the problem lies. I mean, golly gee. Here was a great one. Look at this. Was also great. Look what it's down today. Look, it's down to what, 10%? And this is not and it's rallied back. It was lower, okay? So there's what we're watching. So we'll get out of here. Hold on. I know people want to see what's going on in the market. So I'll put the cascade button on and stuff like this. And now I just have to go and get into my section here. we want to go to my layout, which is right here, and it'll be wrong, but we'll get around it, and then you'll see where we are. Okay, now we got 2 hours and a half to go, so the close today is going to be mucho importante, because it's, you can see here, we're still, going lower here in the stop and P. Look at the British pound, how much it's given back, folks. That's not a good sign to go up there and stop exactly at the 382 of that high. I mean, that was, look at it. This is why I said, I believe in 382s, and I bought it right there. I mean, I talked about it all week long. There was a 3 drive and everything, and look what it's given back. It's already below the 786 in here. And then the bonds, something nasty's happening, boys and girls. Nasty McNasty. Okay, there's the Dow Jones. I don't know how much the Dow's down because I don't trade it too much. So anyway, that's the British pound. And how's our gold doing? I think gold would like to see gold at 312 today, but may or may not get it. Okay, now, here's live cattle. That's been really good to us. Now you can see here, we sold them right about here. We've had a pretty good move to the downside. Now, we've been here now for 2 days. Well, actually Friday and today we haven't taken out new lows. So what we want to be watching now in the cattle is if we get, sorry folks, if we get a rally, this would be nice because it'll set up a perfect situation if we can keep our fingers crossed and see something like this on Monday where you get a nice packers are coming in and they're had some good cuts of meats and they get it up about 2 or 3 cents, sell it right there. In fact, I got to put that order in here just a little bit and see it. Okay, someone texted me and asked me, heard of my problems with the gold. Folks, it was my problem. I made a mistake. I had to shake it off. I made it all back. But, that's the way life goes, Some days it's chicken salad, some days it's chicken poop. It depends on how you miss it. Okay, we had a nice day in Kudo, we had a nice day in the pound. We had a pretty nice day in the Russell so far. Bonds, we took a small loss on. And that was it. We had a pretty good run. Okay, here's where we are. Now let's look at some of these grains because I'm still mildly bullish, but let's say I'm friendly to a rally. That's about all we're going to get. There's one we have to talk about that is getting very close. It's within a couple points. And that is, it's more than that. See, it's coming down to it. I think we're at the break, aren't we? I guess I didn't get alerted. I didn't have my trusty little watch up here. Yeah, okay.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, here, hold 1 second, folks. I got to get up here and do something right here. You can see I did make my loss back in the cattle. Anyway, get this up here, and I'm going to take a profit on that one. And sell off the market, and there it goes. Place the order. Where's it at? Okay. All right. Now that's about it. Okay. Now the other one that I'll wait for a little rally and sell that. That's because the reason why there's 2.5 hours to go, and it's towards the end of the day. It's, and if it makes a new low, I'll certainly get back in. But if it's making a new low near the end of the day, I'm going to double my position in the Russell. I haven't even touched that. I day trade the S&P. I don't even day trade this one. Okay, so that's what I'm watching here as I'm doing this right now. Now, here's a trade that I wanted to point out to you. We're talking about, we just came within 1 pip of the exact price here, of the 382 here in the euro. That's at 151.32, and this is it's up 10 pips from there. I bought it right there, and now I put a stop right below here, so I'm risking 250 points. I was not in this. This was 2,000. I was in the pound. The pound only moved about 1,200, okay, from low to high. So this was the stronger one to do. And you can see what happened with the Japanese yen. That was what we call a super monster. So anyway, that's what we're paying attention to here with the euro as we're watching this right here. Okay, now I've had a question about a stock, and I'll bring it up here. 1 second. Something we haven't said. Palantir. We'll get it up here in 1 second. And PLA, oh dear, I have to show you one other thing, folks. PLAT, hold on just a second here. Here's PLT. All right. You can see here, 60 minutes. Let's look at the daily because it got to 100. It's still close to it. It's just been a very bullish. Look where it stopped 4 days ago, right at the exact 1.618 expansion of that whole move. Okay, and not only that, but look at the A, B, C, D. See what I mean, folks? They're everywhere. Are you kidding me? Stuff like that doesn't happen if you see things going like this. It just flat does not happen. Okay. So let's get out of here and take a look at that's Palantir. But the one I wanted to show you was one I recommended was buying, and that was that PS. Just a second. PS number something to something. There it is. PSQ. Okay, this is the ultra short. Hold on, get here. Weekly. Get the weekly up because we were doing this on the weekly. We bought this. Oh, we're almost even. Oh no, actually we were ahead. We bought it at 333. We bought it 3357 to risk a point. It got down within 40 cents, but now it's in a profit. We bought it at 33 on the long term. I think it was a daily out. It had to be the daily. Let's just double check. Yeah, there it is. We bought it right there. right there. Went against us a little bit, and now it's gapped up. This is the ultra short. It's ultra short. It started to work for 2 days, but that's all it's doing. Okay, so let's remind ourselves of that also. Okay, that takes care of this. Now let's take a look at one of the markets that I have a strong interest in. Let's get this up here for just a second here, and that is the soybean market. And they have beaten the bejeebies out of this, folks, but this is coming in. The beans start pollinating today. Every day this week, month, this is how soybean crop is made. It has 2 pods in it, or it has 3 pods. If you have 2 pods, you're going to see beans jump $3 or $4. If it has 3 pods, probably not going to go very far. Let's get up here and take a look. And I think I got it. It's under S, as I recall. And S is down here just a little bit more. These allergies really got to me, folks, so I hope that it's going to be okay soon. First, we're going to look at the soybean meal, get the daily out, because as you can see, they beat it to death here again. You'll see we went down, and now we've rallied a little bit from that level. This is actually a pretty good pattern, folks. I had too much to do today, but there's a 3-drive pattern. What's the matter, you? That's $800. Lead. Well, can't get them all. I guess I could if I tried. Well, I do try. There's your ABCD right there. Look at that. 3-drive. Yep. There's drive 1. There's drive 2. There's drive 3. Right there. Let's check the ratios. This one's 1.618. This is 1.5. Yep. That was a good buy today. Yesterday, actually, the buy was yesterday, and this was, folks, I haven't even looked at them because all I've been focusing on is the currency, the bonds, and stocks and stock indices. Paid a bigger dividend than any of this other stuff, so I make no apologies for it. But as my age gets a little older, I am telling you that it is not a simple task to get some of this done. That's for sure. Okay, let's remind ourselves of that. Okay, we got this out of the way, and let's see, we got another 3 minutes to go here. I want to talk about wheat. See, with these commodity prices collapsing like this tells you that there could be something really ominous out there. And you know what that is. It's not a recession. It's something else. Okay, let's get up here and take a look at wheat. There's our wheat that we used to love. It was good to us for a while, and boy, they've been hammering it. It's getting close to trying to be bought again. As a matter of fact, it's there right now. If you missed the soybeans, there's your wheat right here. There's your A, B, C, D pattern right there. It's trading there right now. Well, the low is 330. There was your low. At 336, so it's made 2 cents, but that's a 3-drive pattern. See how symmetrical it is? There's drive 1, there's drive 2, there's drive 3. If you see that, then you have something that really holds your attention. All right. A couple other things here. Look at the symmetry that Andrew Lowe always talks about here. Look at the number of days down in the move. AB equals CD. I'm going to kick myself in the kabuti here for not buying this, but I couldn't do everything. All right, let's just see how many days down. This is what Gangan taught. Time up equals time down. So it was up from the high to the low was 9 days. Those are calendar day trading days. All right, and so that's the case. This one here should be pretty close to that. So you go to right there. It's going to give you a chance on Monday, folks. There's Sunday night. All right, Mr. Tucker's birthday is Sunday the 3rd, and there's Monday. You want to be looking to buy wheat if the markets are still. I'm just joking. Anyway, it's going to be. See, we haven't been through a really bad period in the market like some of these guys have had for a while. So that's where you got to be really careful. All right, let's move over here. I've almost got the last thing I wanted to cover. Broadcom. Get it up here. Take a look at it. Here was another one. Look at this. Did it leave an island? I don't think so, but this was today. Now, why is all this happening, folks, with news that good? See, it didn't leave a gap, and then a gap down today. It's in the mid-range, so not too much happening. This is maybe the first trading day of the month, so that'll be something else that looks really interesting. We'll get this out of the way. Take a last look at these bonds. Do not be short these bonds, folks. Something's wrong. Look at this. They're up 2.5 points, folks. Go back on your chart and find how many times you've seen a 2.5 point move in bond. You see anything back there? No. Well, yeah, here's one. On June 4th to 5th, they rallied almost 3 points. So this is a big deal, what's going on here. So stand aside. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, a little bit of history on crisis. They're very rare. The last one we had is back in 87. How many? That's 35 years ago. And they do run in cycles. However, that was the Friday before that when the Dow closed down 105 points. It was the second worst Dow close in, I think, history, because it was only trading at 26 something. That was on October the 18th. Okay, that was a Friday. On the 19th, which was Saturday, and then on Sunday was the 20th, which was Eddie Horowitz's wedding. We were down in Beverly Hills with all the people went along to a great party. We come in Sunday night. There were no overnight markets, but I got to the office at 5. I called in, got to my sources, which was Rich Anderson, and he said Hong Kong, the European market, the Japanese markets got hit pretty hard, and they were looking for strong prices in gold, strong prices in treasury bonds, and stocks to be weak. Well, S&P was trading at 260, not where it is now at 60 and change. It was trading at 260. Okay, it went from 260 all the way down. It dropped 15% in one day, which was 40 handles, folks. 40 handles at $500 a point, $20,000. So, boys and girls, something's. I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen, and I hope to heck I'm really wrong. But by golly, all I can tell you is that it doesn't look very good as I watch this stuff here tonight. So I'm going to be up here real early Sunday night to see what's going on. I'm going to finish up the newsletter on Saturday, and then find out what happens to some of this stuff. But please, protect yourself on the weekend if you can, right? So that's all I got to say. So thanks for joining me today. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and God bless.